My full name is Hector Velez. People know me as Pito. I grew up as the nickname called Pito because my father's Pop Pito, and they call me Little Pito. When I was a kid, my mom and dad separated, so my mom had visitation rights. So I used to go to visit her in the Bronx, and I used to hang out with some group of kids from the Bronx, and they were part of a gang. And I thought it was cool to be around them, and I didn't know any better. So when I met them, they were showing me all the wrong things that I thought was like, oh, this is cool. Let me just do whatever they're doing, not knowing that I was being affiliated with the gang. And it happened to be that I got caught up. And eventually, as I got older and I started seeing that their true colors and seeing things weren't going right, I was going downhill, wasn't doing good with school. And, it went for the worse, and it wasn't a good idea. And, I figured my mom told me, like, I need to get my stuff together if I ever want to be able to do something in my life or be somebody in my life. So, I decided to change that and just stop hanging out with them. My mom, like I said, she used to live in the Bronx, so when I used to go visit her on the weekends, she used to take me to this park called Castle Hill, which is a public school. In the back of the public school, they had handball courts. And she used to take me there. She used to play handball. I was always into baseball. But as soon as I saw the sport and I saw the guys that were playing there, and then not only that, I saw that they were hustling and making money off of games, I was like, wow, it's pretty interesting. So I started playing and getting into it, and then with the allowance money my mom used to give me and stuff like that, and like the money my grandmother used to give me, I used to go and gamble and play against the guys. And, I just fell for it. I was just like, wow, like, even though I was losing, I didn't take it as a loss. I took it as a gaining experience, me learning on how to play and become better, so that when the time comes, I can earn that extra cash and, be able to do whatever I want with the money, Wow. There's a lot of big names. Lefty Jerry, which I just recently saw in Florida at an event that I was at, which was great to see him. He's, to me, he's considered one of the greats from Castle Hill. Snooker, this guy we call Black, his nickname was Pana also. Cisco, one of the guys who taught me a lot. Even though I had to play him for money, it was all worth it at the end, because throughout the games he would teach me and show me the ways on how to place the ball and how to position your body. He was one of the greats to me when it came to positioning, so that's why I'm very good at it now. And it was a lot. You had Bucky, Angel the Cop. There's a lot of names that I can't really think of right now. It's just not coming off the top of my head, but there was a lot of big names out there. Cisco was one of them. He used to teach me that, on the court, nobody's your friend. You do what you have to do to make that dollar, because at the end of the day, you need it to take care of your spendings and whatever expenses you need to spend it on. Not only that, he always told me, to do right by me and to take care of my responsibilities and, listen to my mother, because sometimes I was stubborn. But a lot of the guys from the park played a big part. On the court, they were tough on me, but off the court, they used to show me the way. And there's one person I would like to name. His name is Herman. He's a great guy. He had his past, whatever the case may be. When he came back home, me and him met, we clicked. He was like an uncle I've never had. He taught me things. He taught me about gangs and not being a part of it and doing the right thing and staying out of trouble. And that, handball is always going to be there. And handball has actually, helped me a lot. It actually showed me how to stay out of trouble and just keep in one area, Well, in the beginning of the year, last year, in 2017, I was playing decent. I've been playing decent for the past couple of years. But there's always doubters and haters. And, I have nothing against anybody. Everybody's, able to opinionate what they feel and criticize. I love criticism because all it does is just builds me as a person and shows me things I need to work on. So, over the summer, my job allowed me to get out of work early. So I was like, I'm going to take this opportunity. I'm going to go to my main park, Grand Street in Chinatown, and I'm going to just train really hard. And I seen all these top players, Kadeem, Taiwan, Timbo, Kaling, all these guys just, playing great. And I was like, I feel I should be up there too, I definitely belong on that list of top players. And, it was just it's a mental thing, I put it in my mind, and I was just like, you know what, if you push yourself and you show these guys that you got game, you're going to be on the top one day. And, look, it all fell right into part, Florida Cup, it was a great event. It was a wonderful time. It was in Hollywood Beach. A lot of people showed up. For the event, I had to play 5 people in total, which is including Timbo, who was the final match. I don't want to say